Good morning, everybody, on this frigid, really cold Tuesday morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay. Um, hey, Russell, good morning. I'm just getting things set up here. We should be good to go. Gonna get rid of the emojis. Save. Yep. Okay. And we should be good to go. Yes, Corey's here and Russell. We've got 7 people watching in the background. It just came back from a frigid morning flight of the K Barker. It was cold. And I left Mia behind. She's pissed at me. But when I came back home, I fed her breakfast. So maybe she'll forgive me. But it was just too cold for screwing around. Yep, it was the K.E. Barker downbound headed for Dearborn. And today is the 16th. I see Johnny had some people on today, one of which was Joe, Captain Joe. I would imagine some people might show up here, but you might not too. I mean, it's cold. People got things to do. I understand. I get it. We're just here for everybody to kind of settle in. Right here was where I was parked when I went and flew that ship. As you can see, it's pretty dark and dingy down there. So, yeah, that Air 2S handles the cold really pretty well, but I'm only flying for like less than 10 minutes, maybe 8 or 9 minutes out in the cold. Flight time is only 5 or 6 minutes, depending upon where I'm going, what I'm doing, the speed I'm flying. But yeah, it really does handle the cold fairly well. I went and looked it up, and it says it was good for colder temperatures and higher winds and that kind of thing. But the rating that DJI gives it doesn't give it that good a higher rating in those areas. But from other people testing it, they said that it did fairly well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what's going. I'll give you a preview. This is all raw footage. This is what I did this morning, raw. And so you guys can get an idea of how cold it was down there and what the site looks like. Okay, I hope everybody can see that. Can you see it? Okay, so let me start it. This is the K.E. Barker downbound heading for Dearborn, Michigan, down by Detroit. As you can see, the water is still a little bit warmer than what the air temperature down there, it said it was 9 to 10 degrees. Wind not too bad. The wind was about 8 or 9, 10 degrees, gusting up to 12. The K.E. Barker is an Interlake Steamship Company ship, and it's what we call a classic design with the pilot house forward, engine and everything in the stern, and the unloader in the stern. And there's all the hatches that they pull for unloading. Or loading, I'm saying, not unloading. Unloading, they use the conveyor, swing it off to one side or the other. Actually, obviously, as you can see, as cold as it was, there's nobody on deck. The wind was coming out of the southwest, and so I had a hard time into the wind a little bit, but I don't know whether it's that or the drone, or if it's the controller, because the controller is the original smart controller, and I've had issues with it in the past. But you can see the ice that's built up on it. And of course, the International Blue Water Bridges are here. And that is Canada over there. That's Point Edward, or Sarnia, suburb of Sarnia, Ontario. That is not on the lens. That's actually smoke on the water, as they call it. Having to do with the warmer water of the lakes isn't cooled down to what the air temperature is, 8 or 9 degrees. And it heads on down, headed for Dearborn. This is the St. Clair River, which dumps into a small lake, Lake St. Clair, and then the Detroit River, and that's where it's headed. So that was my flight this morning. And here comes Captain Joe. Adrian, good morning. I understand. You can't stay long. Yep, but thanks for popping in. Smoking. Yeah, it's about 780 feet long. The big ones are 1,000 feet, and they're probably twice as wide as that one. But yeah, that was built in the late 1950s, I think. Joe, I saw you over on Johnny's this morning.
Yeah, we're at 22 degrees. And like I told Johnny, my door has a time lock. It's like a safe in a bank, but it's
Yeah.
on a temperature lock. It doesn't open until it's 40 degrees.
Oh,
So I'm inside.
there you go. Well, that's self-imposed, you know.
Oh, I'm telling you,
Yeah, it was cold down there flying this morning. You know, the
it's
sad part
really
is
cold.
I have a pair of gloves that I wear with the fingers cut out, but they're the lighter gloves, you know,
Right.
and they're called grip gloves because they got little grips on the palms and everything. But man, it just ugh. By the time I got done flying, the tips of my fingers I couldn't feel them.
That's like I said, I wear like an arthritis type of glove that has the ends of the fingers. So I grab the camera and I usually I wear both of them. So I've got them. You never know what I'm going to need in the other hand. So I was shooting a Nickel State Southeastern game a few years ago, and this is out in the Bayous region, and it was in the 30s, and the wind chill had us down in like the teens, and it was so cold. My fingers, I had to put my hands in my pocket like
Between
alternate them
shoots. Yep.
in between shooting, and I had sprained my ankle, and I didn't realize it out on the field because of the cold.
Cold.
And it was, and one of the cheerleaders looked at me, and she walked over, and she says, "Here." She stuck some hand warmers in my glove, right? And I said, "Thank you, I appreciate it," like that. And she could see it really wasn't working. At halftime, the whole dance team came over and they got around me and hugged me to get me warm. And I
Yeah.
said, "Y'all could just stay here. I don't need to shoot any more pictures." So after the game, this was when I realized my ankle was sprained. I got in the car and I started driving, and I got about a mile down the road and it started to thaw out, and that pain hit me. I had to pull over. I couldn't step on the accelerator. I had to pull over. And I looked down at it was swollen and everything. I said, "You got to be kidding me. I didn't even know I did it."
Ouch.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't know how. I was 40 miles from home. I was saying, "How am I get home?"
Do a Welsh Rob. Slug.
Well, I made it. I had to suck it up, and drive. I'm glad I have cruise control.
How are you guys on
But,
this cold and frosty morning?
Yeah, it was cold. It's only my thermometer is only showing 9 degrees here.
well, like I said, we're at 20. We were at 22 a little while ago, and the wind chill has us down to about 5 degrees. North of me, 9 miles north of me, it was snowing, and the wind chill factor up there was -2.
Well, I got up this morning and there were icicles on the end of the bed.
Ugh.
Freaking how the heating didn't pick up, it had dropped down to 9 degrees indoors. And
Well, that's not good.
Well,
but
you got heaters, don't you?
yeah, they didn't kick in. But apparently by next week, we could be basking in 15 to 20 degrees.
Wow.
Well, Friday we have another front coming through, another cold front coming through. So the high this week will be Wednesday. We'll get to 47 degrees. That'll be the high for the week.
47. So what's that? It's about 7.
Somewhere in that I couldn't tell you. Somewhere in the neighborhood about 10
7
maybe.
degrees, isn't it? 7 to 10 degrees.
So, but that's going to happen Wednesday, and then it drops back down in the 30s, in the 20s all weekend.
Oh, we're going into barbecue weather for a couple of days. And then apparently, come the end of this month, we're going to get a hell of a Arctic blast coming straight in from Russia.
Yep.
And I can assure you there'll be no love on it.
Well, I got, according to my photography schedule, for the next 4 days, I have stuff starting today, but they canceled today. So that's a good thing. But I'm going to have to pay attention. The good news is that it's inside. The bad news is I got to get in my car and drive to it. So it's like, it's basketball inside, so that's not as bad. But there's a soccer game one of these days this week. I'm not even looking forward to. I got to see what day it is, and that's a big game that I should be at. But if they call me, I must say, hey, look, give it to Grant. Grant likes to do soccer. Let him do it.
Yeah, it's cold. He can do it.
I don't get paid enough to stand out in 30-degree weather for 3 hours and take pictures. I can't get over when the soccer games are like that and it be in the 30s. All the girls on the field running around in their little shorts and all little cut off shirts and all of this. And then all of the ones on the benches are all bundled up in blankets. They look like they have a sleepover the way they bundle up.
Yeah. So you do have to do some more shooting, or?
I got a couple of days this week. That's my schedule. All the highlighted.
Wow.
So yesterday was the Spinnaker Showcase, and that was during the time I was on your show, and I said I'm not going to shoot them. I didn't want to go. I didn't have to go shoot them. It was just an extra thing. Well, tonight it was soccer and basketball, but the schools are closed, so they won't do it. Thursday night I got games.
Mark
Cool.
White.
The schools
Then
are
Friday
closed
I got
because of
games.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut.
Oh.
Oh, they shut them down.
Yeah, they
of
shut them
ice.
down over here as well because of a bit of snow. But we haven't got snow here. We just got really cold temperatures. Mark White is actually warmer than us further north because he's got snow.
Yeah, all I have is technically the games tonight. I don't know. They might make them tomorrow night. I got to find out about it. They might play tomorrow night. But I have girls basketball, freshman and JV, not even varsity. So they're doing that again this year. I don't like that. They're playing JV and freshman on a Thursday night, then they're playing the varsity game on Friday night. It's ridiculous. Play them all the same night. And then the worst part about it, they move them back. So instead of playing at 5 o'clock, they go to 6 o'clock. So you still get out of there at the same time. And then the next night it starts at 6 o'clock. So it's 6 o'clock games till about 8:30. Then they make them 2 nights instead of 1 night.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die. They're gonna die.
Yeah, the soccer game, this is the funny part. The 19th is the soccer game I don't want to go to. And there's varsity basketball, so I'll be at the basketball. So at least I'm inside.
Yeah.
Rio in it. Yeah. Get past that.
The birds
I
are
got
white.
19 events through February 3rd.
Yep. The birds are winding Laura up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is
They
it
both
working?
went. Yeah, because both went out the room. So Laura went to get them. And while Laura turned her back, they both came back in. So Laura was still looking for them. Little terrors.
So I have the chicken in the slow cooker. All the chicken breast strips. I'm letting them
Oh,
cook
just a
up
minute,
little
Joe.
bit. Then
Laura,
I'm
is there a chicken inside you?
You're so funny.
Well, Joe just said he
Uh-huh.
put the chicken in the slow cooker. Laura is definitely a slow cooker.
Oh, but I got the chicken in there, and once it thaws out a little bit more, because it came straight out the freezer, then I'll go ahead and chop it up and do the seasoning, put that in there with the sausage, and get all of that to where I smell it. And as soon as I start to smell it, because I'm not worried about getting it made till after lunch. As soon as I start to smell it, then I'll start adding everything else to it. And I'll get the gumbo ready, and we'll have gumbo later.
Chicken gumbo, right?
Chicken and sausage gumbo. Yeah, that'll be ready because it'll get colder tonight than it did last night. And that stick to your bone food. Stick to your bones.
Can it get any colder?
Oh yeah.
You do realize, right? No matter how cold it gets, every year, every January, all the news outlets always give a news article. Last year was the warmest on record.
Yep.
You're sat there going, very well wasn't.
I don't see them blaming this on global warming.
No, it's global cooling, this one.
Yeah, right.
You know,
All of those people that are out there pushing global warming, they're not looking around because you know, the Earth over millenniums of time have gone through periods where the temperature goes up and down and up and down.
exactly.
Yep.
And the other thing is, right, if we're really that bothered about global warming, why the hell are we sending missiles everywhere and warming up the Earth? You know, of course the temperatures are going to get warmer. We're building more houses, you know, and we're heating them houses. So,
And more people, especially like in Southeast Asia, you know, the average body temperature is 98.5 degrees. So it's like
yeah,
anytime the wind blows, I don't care what it is, but if it blows through crowded people, like there's a lot of people over there,
yeah, it's going to heat up.
it's going to warm it up a little.
I was talking to Johnny this morning. He did a lithopane, and he did it on the Anchor Make site, sent it directly to his printer, and it worked perfect. I still trying to figure out. I'm waiting for that adapter to come in today to see if it's going to work with the USB. But I do the same site, same kind of lithopane, and my printer won't take it.
Really?
So it's got to be a setting. I'm
Yeah.
going through it.
There's going to be
And
one
looked and
little,
looked and looked.
one little setting that, you know, was slightly out.
Oh,
Hey, Joe,
I guarantee
Mark-
it's what it is.
Did you see what Mark White wrote in the chat? He's confused by gumbo.
Yeah, gumbo is more like a soup, but it's
Like what we call a
not
broth.
as thick. It's not as. Yeah, it actually is about as thick as a stew.
Because of
liquid
all the
is about
stuff
as
you
thick,
put in
yeah.
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've
Oh.
got green peppers, onions, celery, garlic.
Right. So what we call a
sausage,
stew,
chicken.
you call a broth, and then what we call a broth, you call a gumbo.
Now,
Maybe.
in my opinion of a broth is if it's just a clear liquid
Yeah.
soup, you know,
Yeah,
nothing in it.
Right. Yeah.
because in the gumbo we also sometimes put like we'll take a crab and cut it in half and put just with the shell and everything. Not with the outside shell, but the legs and the meat. And you'll sometimes have that in there. Or you have shrimp in it.
Yeah.
And you could have a little
Yeah.
bit of everything. We had a guy one time make a gumbo, and he told me he had all these different containers, all these different meats, and he was putting it in there. And he said, "I'll tell you what it is later. I'm not going to tell you now because I don't want nobody else to know what everything's in it." And he had 14 different meats in this thing,
Jesus.
from possum to raccoon to alligator to nutria, which is like a rat, swamp rat. All of those meats were in there, and that gumbo came out wonderful. And
I'm so
he
glad
didn't
I'm a
tell anybody
vegetarian.
because they wouldn't have eaten it.
David is just salivating about it.
But what I want to say is, yeah, as much as we argue about foods, we actually probably eat more or less the same shit. It's just that you guys call it slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we're calling it, we're going, we have a chip butty. You guys, you having crisp on butties? Which we do, but yeah. But our crisps are you call them chips. Our chips, you call them fries. But yeah, our fries are thin little sticky things that, they got nothing on them.
Right.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys shut that door, baby. It's cold out there.
Mia was downstairs by herself because I went to a shift.
You did, huh? Yeah.
So I'm trying to design a new logo for YouTube, and this is what I've got so far.
I think we're gonna close tomorrow too.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, just a little bird as a truck.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, my temperature must have changed. Something changed.
It did where she's standing, it's snow.
I got my heater on a timer, and I think it's at 8 o'clock. It changes. Now you see, I have my temperature set right now at 79 degrees in this house.
79. What's that? 79, 32. Yours is Fahrenheit, in it that you do it in.
Yeah, let me find out. Alexa, what is 79 in Celsius?
79 degrees Celsius is equal to 26
degrees.
Fahrenheit. The conversion
26.11.
formula is Celsius equals
Who got
5 ninths. Fahrenheit 32.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's currently 20. It's currently 20 degrees in here. In this flat, and this morning when I got up, it was 9 degrees. It was like, the hell going on in here?
On 1 degree Celsius.
Yeah, that's what I've got to set at 26 Celsius in here. And I'm cold.
Yeah, but as well, sometimes you could set it to like 18 degrees and you'll be boiling. But if you just get that little breeze coming through a keyhole or something, it makes a hell of a difference.
And you might be
I've got a breeze coming from I've got a sliding glass door that is all sealed up basically. I've got a couple, not many spots in there that you can get any air through, but you don't have anything. It's just glass. So you feel the coolness off of the glass.
Yeah.
My door, my front door does have a little vent you can feel every once in a while, but I don't feel it on my feet. That's the thing. So I'm not feeling it coming in, but it's just, it's a damp cold right now we have. So I'm feeling that dampness.
Yeah. Well, we have a dehumidifier going every now and again. That makes a hell of a difference. And when the sun's out, even though it's cold outside, we always open the curtains to let the sun heat up the room through the glass. I mean, it must be warmed up in here. The birds are all going to sleep.
Nap time. Baby. Baby.
It's just, I'm looking outside at the trees. I can see all the leaves on the trees, and all of them have a little glistening to them. Because we had a little snow flurry overnight, 9 miles from us. But it's been the humidity's been so high, and we actually must have had a little rain here. I didn't look at my car. My car would tell me if we've had any ice overnight. But I'm looking at the leaves on the trees and all the branches. Yeah, they were frozen earlier. I think they're starting to thaw out because the sun's out. But like I said, we're going about 4 degrees above freezing.
You seen the message from Lance? He said your printer's eye getting fired up.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I want to print that lithophane, but like I said, even when even the one you sent me, the printer, the slicer you
right.
sent me to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that. I did one off of that. Did the same thing. When I send it into the printer, it tells me
Are
that
you
it
printing
failed.
it standing up or laid down?
Standing up.
Yeah, because I made that mistake. I thought it'd be quicker if I just laid it down. Oh no, you get what comes out of that is a whole different game.
Yeah, you got to have it standing up.
Yeah, it's got to be standing up.
Yeah, so everything, and Johnny's using everything the same, the different printer, but the same slicer. And when we send it over, his works, mine don't. So it's like,
So it's something to do. It's a little setting within the printer.
well, I guarantee it is. And I got to go back and find his video I looked at, and he said that when you send it to the printer, you got to have something on it. He said something about a portrait mode or something like this. And I've looked
Yeah.
through all the settings, I can't find it. So it's one thing I got to check. I just
Yeah.
can't find it.
And you'll probably find that portrait mode will be named something different.
Oh no, it's gonna be something stupid, you know.
Yeah, won't be long.
Yeah, I'm just, but I'm not. Like I said, not in a hurry. You know, I got one thing I want to do. My son's getting married on the 16th or the 18th or whatever it was. I think it's the 18th of February, and I want to go find a couple of pictures I found that they took right before they got married of them dancing, and I want to make a little lithophane box like of that picture for at the wedding, and I'll give it to them. So I've got about a month to fool with this. But I like to make it. I've got a little a box that it would go in that holds just one. And since it's a horizontal picture that they had, it's a horizontal box. That would be perfect. Put a little LED in it. I think they'd love it. And then take a couple of pictures at the wedding of them dancing and a couple of things like a bridal party, and put one together for them. What? What? You don't need anything. You want a treat? Want a treat? But tell me that it'll be a bacon. Want one of this? Here.
Oh,
time to
sorry
get a
about that. I
treat.
was just out sweeping the ramp because I got Meals on Wheels going to be coming pretty soon.
I just had all three dogs come running over to me and
Oh,
tell me
did ya?
time for a treat. Yeah, they
Treat
come over and
time,
tell me
treat time.
time for a treat.
Yeah.
And what they do is they get Tino, the one that is out as alpha. They get
Uh-huh.
you'll see them over on the side. They'll be standing there looking at each other, and then all of a sudden they all run over here, and he's the one that barks for it. They're telling him time to go get a treat.
Here's what Mia likes right here. I keep a few of these right here.
Well, I was talking to the vet, and she said, "What?" Because Cleo is a little heavier than she should be, and she said, she said, "What kind of treats have you been giving her?" So I told her. She says, "Well, let me tell." I said, and I asked her. I said, "Let me ask you a question." I said, "Honey Nut Cheerios, nothing there hurt them. What do you think about that?" She says, "Well, that's a good treat because it's not big, and if you give them one or two, they'll be happy, and she's not going to gain a lot." She said, "If you can give them cabbage, like raw cabbage." Watch the difference. I'll get a piece. I'll get raw cabbage and I'll chop it up. They'll fight me for the raw cabbage.
Really?
They love it, you know. So every once in a while, I'll go buy a little small cabbage and cut it up. And the problem is, if I eat the rest of it, and it won't last long. but I asked her about shredded wheat, mini wheats. And she said if they like the mini shredded wheats, give them that too, because the fiber is going to be better for them than a regular treat.
Well,
A
what
dog
I
food?
was wondering is, you know, like sometimes I'll get some broccoli and stuff like that in the Meals on Wheels, and I'm not big broccoli eater. You know, because
You'll love it.
they're like half-ass steamed. You know, they're kind of hard,
Frosted mini wheats.
and so I end up putting it down the garbage disposal. You know, but I never thought about offering any of that to Mia.
Well, if you get broccoli and you don't want broccoli, give it to Mia. Mia will be dancing.
Really, she
Yeah, because
would.
they love broccoli.
Oh wow, okay, it's
And
good
it's
to
good
know.
for them. It's better than giving them, and it's better for them because the vegetable is not as fattening.
Well, what does it do to
Like
their digestive system?
don't give her a lot at once. Give her a couple of pieces and see what it does. If you have something, if you could take get your little container and save some, put it in the refrigerator, give her a couple of pieces and then maybe see what it does to it and give her another one. Because once it's a normal food to them, the digestion's right. I don't
Okay.
know what it'll do the first time. You know, it shouldn't do anything. But like when I was doing the cabbage for New Year, I cut you got the stem. I cut the stem out and I chopped that up in pieces and put it in a little old butter container. And
Uh-huh.
I forgot it was in the refrigerator. And the other day I looked in there and it was still good because it was way in the back and it's cold in the back. So I brought it out, man, and they were fighting me for it. And
Oh, really?
they finished. Oh yeah, you ought to see that. And if I make a salad, the lettuce, not they don't want the thin green pieces, but where the hard parts are, the crunchy parts, they'll eat that right now.
Yeah, you're a goofball. She's over there tearing up that love seat, rubbing her head
Yeah,
on it. And
they all do that because a little while ago, right before he started bothering me for the food, he was up on a futon flipping all around.
well, she's got right here underneath her jaw. She always wants me to scruff it up, you know. So
Right.
she's been on allergy medications. I ran out, and I was thinking about do I need to continue because her prescriptions run about $300, $400, $500 a month.
What kind of allergy medicine?
Uh, Apoquil, 16 milligram Apoquil.
Let's see what that is.
And I think I get 100 tablets, which is she gets one a day, 100 tablets. And it's like $400.
Apoquil?
Apoquil, Apoquel, 16 milligram.
Let me see what the ingredients are on this, because I might make your day. He said, how much does that cost you?
About $400.
Okay, something ain't right. You buying that from the vet?
Yep.
Okay, something ain't right here. Well, I'm looking at Apoquil, okay?
Uh-huh.
Chewable, Apoquil chewable. This is
How many milligrams?
250 chewable tablets. I need a better view of this. Let's see what this is. APOQUEL, right?
Yep. APOQUEL.
Okay.
Apoquel.
And I'm looking at a 16 milligram tablet. Okay.
Yep.
Hey. Okay. Okay, that's $3 per tablet.
Yes.
That's too expensive. Let me see what's in here.
It's for allergies.
Yeah, that's it says per tablet. 16 milligram per tablet. Okay. Yeah, that's $500 for 200 tablets.
Yep.
That's too much. We got to find out the ingredients.
And the other thing she takes is THYRO dash tablets. 0.7 milligrams. Thyroid tabs.
It's for thyroid. And that one you might be stuck with. How much that cost?
She only gets a half a tablet twice a day, and it costs about $200 or $300.
So the Apoquel is for itch.
Yeah, and so she's always wanting to be scratched. See. So what I was thinking about doing is getting a hold of instead of getting, because it's once a day, instead of paying the big money for 100 tablets, see if I can't get 30 tablets,
Yeah. but in the long run, is it cheaper to get the more?
I don't know, probably. But right now the money's kind of tight, so
Well, my question is this: every time I'm looking here, I'm trying to find the ingredients. It won't give me the ingredients. Here you go. I don't even know what this is.
well, I wonder
Okay.
if there's a generic brand for it.
It has got to be a generic. Or some kind of natural one. Because I take an allergy medicine myself, and it's citrazine. And it's the same thing as I can't remember what the brand name is. But instead of me paying $14 for a 10-day supply, I go to the dollar store and get them for $1.25. Same thing. Now, when I type in the Apoquel generic, it comes up with dog allergy relief chews on is a couple of them on Amazon, for around $27. And
How
that's
many
for 90
milligrams?
chews. There's 90 chews.
How many milligrams?
That's, I'm not seeing any milligrams. Let's see what this is. We got peanut butter chicken flavor or peanut butter flavor. It reduces, it does the same thing as it boosts immunity, relieves allergies, reduces itching, inflammation. Like that. And I'm trying to see what the milligrams are. Come on, give me a stupid, some kind of breakdown somewhere.
And how much is it?
Like $27.
And what's the dosage? How do you give them as they needed, or is there a one a day, two a day?
It's not telling me nothing. It's not telling me anything. See in the description, they got a breakdown. It says reduces itchiness, redness, sneezing, itchy, watering eyes, constant licking, chewing. Breaks down. Let's see. Well, this ain't even available till February 10th. This stuff. It's not getting a lot of ratings. Let me keep going. Now, the one that's getting a lot of stuff is called, it's allergy relief, dog chews, and that's the name of it. It's got omega probiotics, skin and coat supplements, 120 chews. Let's see if it gives you a dosage. Because it don't give you a dosage. You got to give 5 a day. You're paying just as much. Even okay. How much is the weight? What's the weight on a dog? How much does she weigh?
95?
It'd be 4 chews a day. That's what it says. 4 chews a day. And you get 120. So it's a 30-day supply. And it is $20. It might be worth trying a $20 30-day supply of this to see if it works. It's better than paying $300 or $400 for 30 days, and it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, see, the problem is I'm over here at Budget Pet Care, and it's showing Apoquel for dogs, 16 milligram, $50.48 for 10 tablets.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this in the chat because the link's too high, is too long. Let me get it in here for you. You copy and paste that into Amazon. See if I can get a link. It's got chicken flavor. That ought to work. I said that word and both of my dogs looked up. They went, that's their favorite word. Yeah, if you get this thing say you have this thing shipped in once a month to you, it's like $20.66 on Prime. It's for itchy skin relief, skin health, and seasonal allergy support. And you get it cheaper than that. If you get 240 of them, which is the double pack, is $39. It's $39.95 for a pack of two. That's a 2-month supply. And how much is the allergy one? You pay like 200 a month?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would knock your money down to 10% of what you were paying.
yeah, because what she gets of those, the allergy pills, she gets one a day.
Yeah, I would definitely, if you're about to have the reorder, I would not reorder it, and I would go to a 1-month supply of this and see if it works, you know? And even if you went, I would definitely do a 1-month supply just to see if it worked. And if it works, go get your 2-month supplies at $35
That's on Amazon?
on Amazon. Yeah, you gotta have to copy and paste that whole thing in there. It's porcinial. This might even be better. When you get it to come up, let me see it and I'll tell you if it's the right one.
Well, here, I'm gonna screen share what I'm looking at.
None of those. Okay, the one down, it says itchy relief, allergy relief. That's the one.
Where's that? Allergy right here?
That's the one. Right there. Yeah, that one right there. I would try that one.
This one here?
Yeah, the green one. No, over one. Over that one. Yeah, and you can try the 1-month supply. It's 20.
$22.95, or I get the double it for $35.96.
Yeah, but I wouldn't try it 2 months unless you know it works. And I wouldn't do the subscription part of it. Let me see how much it is without the subscription.
I was trying to see if it gave any.
Yeah, one-time purchase for that is $22.95. Yeah, because it's not, the ratings aren't bad on it.
Itchy skin relief, skin health, seasonal allergy support.
Yeah. And when I put in that other one that she's taking, it pops up with this one. I would go down to the one-time purchase down in the bottom, down a little bit further.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, I would do that. The one time, and I would do the one time. That way you're not subscribed to it. It won't come in every month. Yeah, that's the one. No, stop. No, that's a subscription. See. Yeah, that's the one-time price. That's not a subscription price. Down on the bottom, down, yeah, it's gonna say confirm it, but it's not a
It's
subscription.
looking for a subscription.
Yeah, it is. But that's not a subscription price. Yeah, that is a subscription price. It's not what you want. You want the one-time price. So
So we go back
you
here.
want to go down to right here where it says one-time purchase. That's the one you want.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Place your order.
Yeah, I would try that and see that works. See how she reacts to that. And if she reacts to that, don't buy the other one.
Okay.
You know,
Hey,
if
Ron.
it does, hey Ron, if she doesn't react to that, then we got to figure something else. But that saves you $180.
Oh yeah, big money.
You know, if I can save you 100, because a lot of times it's going to be basically the same stuff in the ingredients. It's just they're going to charge you the medical price where you can get the generic, and that might be the generic. Right, Ron? You know,
Yeah.
like if it says
Yeah,
it's got the same
Mia's
basic
been
stuff
on
in it.
Apoquel, Ron. Mia's been on Apoquel now for like a year and a half. And I ran out, and she's getting real itchy. She's want to itch around her face, under her jaw, all this, and it cost me to refill the prescription $360.
Yeah, and when I typed it all in, it came out with these chews. These chews here, the same month stuff. And it's basically the same stuff, same ingredients, and it's $24. But I put in generic, you know. So I would give it a shot. You know, it might work.
But it doesn't tell you how often you give it to them, does it?
Four a day. So you got
4 a day.
120. You got a 30-day supply.
Okay.
4 a day. I would give her one and wait a couple hours, give her another one. I wouldn't give them all at once.
Or give her one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, and one at night, right?
Yeah, I would do that to see how she reacts to them. And if she reacts good to them, I'd give her 2 in the morning and see if it works, and 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then if you can do 2 and 2, that'd be best.
Well, she gets her medication twice a day. So she usually gets medication first thing in the morning at her dinner when she gets her morning meal.
My breakfast. Yeah.
And then in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock is she gets her dinner,
Right. That's what I would try to do. I'd do one, and one first, just to give that first reaction to it to see what it does. And if she doesn't have any reaction in the first day, I'd go ahead and give it 2 the next day and see what it does. Because believe me, I'm all about generics with dogs. Because you see, Tino's got that cough, and that cough he's supposed to have a mucus buildup.
Okay.
And I looked at the vet, because I've got a vet plan, so I get the stuff cheaper. And I told the vet, she said, "What are you doing for the cough?" She goes, "Because I can give her a prescription." I said, "I'm giving him Mucinex. And the vet looked at me and said, "What kind of dosage?" I said, "Based on his weight, it's 1/8 of a pill. I just cut the pill in 8 pieces." She goes, "Yeah, you know medical. You're right." That's about right. "How much does it cost you?" Like that. I said, "Cost me at the dollar store, I get 10 pills. So I break it down." I said, "That gives me 80 doses for $1.25." She says, "I'm not going to tell you what it would cost if I give it to you." So that's what Tino gets in the morning. I said, "You ready for your pill?" "Oh, look, he's looking at me." But I'll make an egg in the morning, and I'll take the egg for me, and I just cut a little piece of the yolk off, and I just cut it, put it in a little piece of pill, and say, "Come get your pill." And he takes that pill, and that's his daily dose. But if I skip 3 days, he starts coughing. You know, it's like, so I make sure I have a couple of bottles extra sitting in there. What you gluing, Ron?
Gluing this lettering onto this log. This wild piece of driftwood that from Mount St. Helens.
Oh, that must be fun.
Real light dab of glue. So
Yeah, you don't need much.
No.
You use
No.
Elmer's wood glue?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let me tell you about Elmer's wood. I used to work years back in a furniture store. It was when I was like 14, 15 years old. A friend of mine was working at this place over the summer, and he said, "Hey, you want to come work with me? We can hang out during the summer." And I said, "Well, we'll be working." He said, "No, this is fun." And we were doing upholstering. I learned how to do upholstering when I was 16 years old. And we used to take the furniture, old antique furniture, rip everything off of it, dip it, strip it, and restain it. And over the summer, funny part about it, I did this one antique sofa in gold. It was a gold silk material. And the two of us did it. We were 16 years old. The guy taught us. We were like apprentices to him. Taught us how to do it. And I'm sitting on this sofa. Now I'm sitting on this sofa. Years later, I'm married to this girl, and I'm looking at this sofa. And I said, "Boy, this sofa looks familiar." Like this. It was her mama's sofa. And she says, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." I said, I redid one of these years ago. And her mama says, her mama from Honduras says, "Yeah, we did it. A guy up on Magazine Street did it." I said, "You kidding me?" I pulled the back piece off, had my name on it.
Okay.
Is that crazy? Oh yeah, I had a poster. I said, "Yeah, I was like 16 when I did this." They all looked at each other. They said, "You got to be kidding me." I said, "There's a name right there."
So
So
what,
you did a good
how's the
job. You did a
temperature
good
there,
job.
Ron?
It's still cold, but it's supposed to go up in the mid-20s today. Sure as hell better because I'm going to fly my drone today.
You were sub-zero yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday morning was like 22, 23 below.
I went out and flew a ship this morning, and it was 8 degrees. And boy, it was cold.
It's up to -8.
So you're 8 below.
Yeah.
Make sure you got gloves on, Ron.
Yeah.
I've got some thin skin gloves, the real thin for manipulating. And I got the front pads cut out so I can run the controller. And man, by the time I get done, I can't feel the ends of my fingers.
Shit.
Laura wants to know what's behind you.
There's nothing behind me.
I think she's talking about on the wall.
Well, my dad's grandfather's clock. There's an antelope. And then that there is a sign that Dawn's daughter made for me.
Oh,
It's kind of cool, actually. She does like artwork on wood. It was kind of cool.
so she
Yeah.
put she lettered it and then stained it or something, or
She engraved all the lettering, all the trees, the mountains.
and that's a deer down below, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she gave that to me a couple years ago.
That's nice.
Yeah. They're appreciative that I take care of him. I mean, I do it because he's my buddy, but
Frank Rizzo is actually Jody, I think.
Yeah,
oh,
He puts Frank Rizzo. I think that's one. Is it cell phone or something? Or
is he from
but
Philly?
Jody was saying it's really cold up where he is too. He's up northern Michigan. Well,
Oh.
northern lower Michigan.
yeah, y'all almost saw me pass out. My
What's
blood
that?
sugar just completely crashed.
Your sugar crashed?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it. I was sitting there, I started feeling all kind of lightheaded.
That's not good.
No, that's that Ozempic crap. Yeah, I know.
Are you back on that again?
Yeah, I'm trying it again because I started feeling different. So I said, let me go ahead and pay a really good attention to it and play with it. Because it's not giving me chest pains or anything, because
Yeah.
I'm really paying attention to what I'm doing with it. But if it starts acting up, I'm done. But it will after about 5 hours, if you don't eat a really good breakfast, your blood sugar will crash.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got to do is almost eat to replenish the natural sugars that you're taking into your body because it's getting rid of it.
Oh, definitely. What you do, you have to eat like what you're doing is having to eat about 5 meals a day. But it's little small
Those
monitored
small
meals.
amounts.
It makes you pay attention to what you do.
Yeah. Well, what do you do when you're out on a shoot or whatever? You carry little snacks or what?
Haven't had that problem out there.
Oh, okay. Because I know people that have been on that type of medication, and they've always got some kind of a little snack in their pocket in case they start feeling lightheaded.
Yeah, come out pretty good.
Did you get the room finished that you were painting? And
Yeah, I'm down to waiting on the carpeting now.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I just got the corner trim and the baseboard to nail in. That's it. It's all cut and measured. It's laying against the wall,
Ready to go.
ready to go.
And
Yeah,
then it's just put it all back together. What do you got?
65.
65 on your sugar
Well,
meter?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just about done.
Oh yeah, looking good.
Yeah. Here's the
Yeah,
old
Ron,
picture.
my sugar's 65.
He did it. His sugar meter he just did, Ron, says 65. That's a little low, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. That's after a spoon of peanut butter just now.
So that's like you want to be about what, 85, Ron?
Yeah, at least 80, yeah. There's the old photo. Oh,
Oh yeah, the before and the after picture.
uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I like the new picture.
Yeah.
You go back to the and you see when I owned my house, I went through and I changed all the crazy looking walls. I had one wall that was like a sunshine color, it was yellow, and another one was an orange, and another one was a beige. And everybody used to come in and say I had Martha Stewart colors.
Well, this was I think the 6-year-old daughter's room. And I get it.
Well, yeah, when you moved in, you had all them frilly colors and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, slow but sure. It's all coming together. I'll tell you what, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or shit ain't cheap. That pine board that I did that wall in,
Yeah.
that was not cheap at all. Not cheap at all.
And then you had to burn it, right?
I didn't burn that wood. The tree, even the trim was expensive as hell. But you know what? I knew exactly what I wanted. I still spent, I bet you, 2 hours that night in Home Depot because so much of that trim was warped. And I had just piles of it laying on the floor, going through the aisle.
Anybody give you a hassle about it?
No, I think they're used to it. There we go. So yeah, this piece of driftwood, I'll set in the display. But this Don got this from Mount St. Helens. So
That's nice.
yeah, very rustic looking. And again, that's the whole theme. I'm trying to get around the house.
Now, will you lacquer over top of that?
Yeah, I'll use that real thick that resin
Yeah.
epoxy that I've been using. Yeah. Even that my Alaska sign that I built, that even sticks out even more with the new paint scheme.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that room looks a lot better.
The bear will go in that corner across here. And then my new log desk will be right here going this way. Then I'll have different deer heads up top. So then my Alaska photography will go on that one wall.
Gonna be nice.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah. It's weird. I not that I haven't had this feeling about myself before, but I'm like, I have got some serious OCD issues. And I start a project, I can't let it linger. I've got to get it done.
Get it done. Yeah.
Things fall in the last 2 weeks. I was up at 2 a.m. in there hammering and banging at 2:30 in the morning.
Hey TJ, how you doing, buddy?
I would go until I get sleepy again, lay down about 6 o'clock, sleep for an hour, go back up, go back in there. All right, that project's on the way. Yeah, I can't wait till my trees and everything get here. It's really gonna look at a little forest in there. So I'll look totally different when I go online. see bear and deer behind me.
And the other room will look different when you put it back together by taking everything out of there.
Oh my God, it's a disaster right now.
So have you seen the herd at all?
No. I haven't seen the turkey for quite a while. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back. I had 3 in the yard yesterday. I fed them. But Don's been getting like piles. He has an automatic feeder that goes off at
Okay.
6 in the morning and like 4 in the afternoon. And the other day he had 37.
Wow.
Wow.
So Don's house, he's running it like a drive-through, right?
Yeah. Almost like that thing in Michigan there.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, once they realize, that I'm putting food out every day, they'll all start coming back. Yeah, I'll put that first coat of epoxy on there today. I bought a piece of, or bought a little storage tote,
Uh-huh.
6 inches high, and it's probably about 2 feet long. It's for like storing, I don't know, clothes or something, but I use that to set little projects in. So when this stuff runs all over the place, it stays inside there. Don't make a mess. I'm gonna start experimenting with colors. They have different colors you can use. I'm thinking about sanding down this. Here, let me show you. Thinking about this table I bought. This thing's really neat.
Oh yeah, that is neat.
Yeah. But like
Yeah, I
little
like
knot
that.
holes like this in there, I'm thinking about experimenting with colors put in there. And I might put a finish on the top of that one. I have fun doing that.
Well, it's kind of fun to personalize stuff like that.
Yeah. And during the whole project in the office there, I remembered my father's old way of photography: measure twice, cut once. After a couple times I didn't do that.
Yeah, you gotta measure a couple times.
Yeah. That's when there were a few curse words.
And sometimes you gotta remember when you also measure and you also gotta flip it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I spent more time trying to remember how to do like different mitering cuts. Remember the old days of doing like with a coping saw, and
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have that, but I wasn't looking for perfection. But the problem was what I was having a hard time figure out was the ceiling goes like this. It's at an angle, so it's like almost like a cathedral ceiling in there. I'm trying to like, how the hell do I? Oh. So then I got my one angle thing. I forget what the hell you call it, but that's what helped me. Oh. How's Lynn doing? I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks.
Well, day by day, you know what I mean? There's
I
some
got-
days she's doing better than others, and
I should send her. I sent Dawn's daughter some information that I have collected from a couple different sources and people, and he went from, a month and a half ago of having that first come to Jesus with the VA, where at least Laura did. He took 2 or 3 steps forward, then he took about 4 or 5 back. Well, then I think she got a little more forceful on the second talk. Now he's taken about 5 more steps forward. He's gotten a whole bunch of stuff back.
yeah,
I even
you know,
set my
sometimes
piece.
you might be able to give her a little bit of a pep talk because she's isolated because of the weather and everything, and
Yeah. Either that or buddy her up with Dawn's daughter. I'm telling you, Laura's nobody to piss with.
Yeah.
But she got it done, I mean, here's one thing, I don't know who all was a veteran in the chat or whatever, but he used to have a physical therapist. He was up to walking a good 100 yards with her and making slow but sure. But they took that away from him and said we were going to do physical therapy over the phone. How in the fuck do you do physical therapy
over the phone?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, and they called the one day and I was sitting there with him and he was barking about it. And he goes, yeah, my buddy's sitting here. I'm like, yeah. And his buddy thinks that's the stupidest goddamn thing he's ever heard in his life. What idiot thought that one up? And the VA heard me say that. So,
Well, that's the thing. That's the sad part about all of this stuff. Instead of somebody getting a job and doing as is tried and true, I'm going to do something different. Make me special.
yeah.
It's not about service to you. It's about what it's going to do to them in their position.
I mean, take a look at, along the same lines that stupid bimbo that did that whole Bud Light
Yep.
thing. Oh, she thought, we're going to come in here and we need to change things. See how that worked out for her.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to wait until it warms up a little more and I'm going to head over to Sundance. And I got to get my clothes ready for work too. I'm going to Sheridan today, later on this afternoon, get a hotel there. And working tomorrow there. Sheridan's about 2 hours from here. But they have a rule at my job. You have to have a minimum of 40 hours a week. And they rotate your schedule. Like this week, you'll work Monday, Wednesday. Well, then next week, Tuesday, Thursday. And then next week, Wednesday, Friday. Well, about every
Wait,
5
I had to come on because I just heard y'all talking about physical therapy over the phone. That is hilarious.
Is that the dumbest thing you've ever heard, TJ?
Man,
Can
I
you
just
imagine,
started like.
If he
just
falls
laughing when
down, I
heard
can
that.
just see him now on the phone. Come
I
on,
can't
Mr.
hear
D,
a
get
damn
your
thing.
fat ass off the ground.
What the heck is going on? I can't hear.
What's up, TJ?
What's going?
Hey, TJ.
Oh, hold on. All right. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
I cannot hear a damn fucking thing.
Well, we can hear you.
Careful what you're mumbling, TJ, because we can hear you.
Oh, I know why. Hold on.
Yeah. You know what I like about a 3D printer?
What's
I'm
that?
printing up a Lancet container to go in my case.
Wow.
Go. There we go. We're
There
good.
you go, TJ. Now you're joined the rest of the world.
It was these. These were still connected. My earbuds. Yeah, man, that shit was hilarious. I was just laughing hysterically when I heard physical therapy over the phone. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, TJ, I'll call you this afternoon. We'll have a workout over the phone.
Okay. That's so funny. Oh my God. So what's been going on, Ron? You've been working on projects and whatnot. So was
Yeah,
it
uh,
that,
doing,
the picture
doing
that
some
you
home grades.
so that picture that you showed just a little bit ago, was that a movie theater or what was that?
That's his house.
That's my new
Oh,
office.
oh, because it looked like the white square looked like a screen.
Yeah, what I did was, let me see. Here's the old photo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
all right.
Yeah.
And the new photo, I put pine boards on the one side. And
Oh,
then
okay. So you
this
just
is the outside wall towards the street. This
okay.
is pine boards. And then this wall, I did like a two-tone color. I actually
Right.
saw
That
the
looks pretty
idea from a
awesome.
hotel.
That's pretty
And
awesome. I like the
bottom
colors.
brown, like a tan colored, put a
The bear is going to go on the far end, and
Yep.
he's got a really nice wood desk that's going to go out there.
yep.
So you just made the window a little wider.
Huh?
You
No, he
made the
just
window.
he framed it. That's all.
Yeah.
You made the window wider.
No, huh?
Uh,
New desk that's coming. Where the hell is it?
He's having it made, right?
Yeah.
There's the desk.
oh, that's nice. Heck yeah!
And,
Even the chairs made out of wood. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Neat. Are you gonna get are you gonna get it padded at least? Are you gonna get like some kind of padding? Because
I don't know if that. I don't think the chair comes with it.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, that's gonna hurt your back. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough on your ass too.
yeah.
Especially if you happen to pass some gas, you take off like a moon launch. Oh, that's it, TJ.
Does not take much.
TJ, you can just see him launching off that chair, can't you?
That's funny. That's hilarious.
See, the thing of it is TJ has an active mind, so he can actually picture you firing up out of that chair.
Yeah. That's funny.
Uh-oh, countdown. Grab the arm.
That's funny. Oh, that's great. Oh, me.
Hang on, Mia wants something. Be right back.
Oh. I'm gonna plug this guy in. So Ron, you coming down to Florida in April?
I don't know. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to. When is the drone meetup?
It's April 5th.
5th?
I think so, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, the 5th.
April 5th through the 8th.
Yeah. I'd have to see if I can get a switch for the 8th. Because I work Monday. I'm off 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't know.
Oh shit. Corey was saying, well, he was like, I asked he said I asked my phone for physical therapy and now it won't stop stretching its Wi-Fi signal.
Huh.
Apparently it's trying to become a flexible hotspot who knew phones had dreams of being yoga masters. And then he said, some idiot, my wife's co-worker's boyfriend brother was grinding in his garage and there was gas on the floor and caught his garage on fire and extra gas tanks blew up and had ATV and jet ski also.
Very good.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I bet that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Going to do fire damage photos.
You have your 107, Ron, right? Or no?
No.
No. I don't know. I think about getting mine, but then I'm just like, it's like back and forth in my mind. Because
My opinion was when I first got it when it first came out, and I still have it.
but you haven't done anything though with it though, right?
Well, no, but I can. You don't have to do anything with it. I'm registered with the FAA as a 107 drone pilot.
Right. But you don't like
I don't do any commercial.
right.
I did a little bit once before, but I don't push on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about getting mine, but I don't know. Like
Sorry about that.
roof inspections and all that stuff aren't really in high demand right now. I don't think.
Oh, you might be surprised. You put the word out to some contractors.
Talk to
Hey,
Dre,
who's getting
maybe
hit, man?
give you some. He would probably be able to tell you how to get started with that.
Who's that?
Dre Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I've just turned the volume up because I had a phone call to deal with, and I got Paul talking about contractors, and Ron talking about getting Dre to deal with it. Who's getting hit?
No, DJ was asking about getting a commercial drone pilot license.
Well, basically my 107.
Yeah,
Well, see, he's over in England. They don't have 107s over there.
we don't have one. One thing I will say, TJ, don't do stupid things like when they say don't fly over this land. Yeah, you don't go flying through gates and chasing them.
Yeah, or through guard posts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you hear about that, Ron? There was a guard post, where you pull up and you got to check in for like certain communities. He zipped right through the thing. Zoom.
He got told. He was told not to fly his drone over the private land. So TJ decided to fly it through the guard building.
Was this a guy over in the UK or?
No, you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't like nobody said anything to me. Like I was just, you know, walking around and I was like right at the I was kind of like I was away from the guard shack.
He was being crazy.
Yeah, and I flew my Avata like right
But
through.
it was a regular guard shack, Ron, that had, you know, the overhang and the sliding door and the whole bit. And there goes TJ through the thing.
Oh, that's funny.
So it got reported as a UFO.
Yeah.
It's a UFO.
Got a question for you, TJ. You know when people question you about your drone flying,
Right.
did they actually ask you if you was a kamikaze pilot in your last life?
I've never been asked that. No.
Well, I'm asking you.
A kamikaze pilot.
Well, guys, I better go get ready. So
Okay, all right, Ron. Hey,
All
say
right.
thanks for stopping by, and everything's
Hey,
looking
Ron.
good there.
yeah,
You warmed up a bit.
a little bit. It's about 5 or 6 below now. So that you know, the funny thing is, you actually feel a difference. I was out
Okay.
yesterday; it was only 2 below, and I could tell a huge difference. Yeah, as opposed to 25 to 30 below.
Hi, Ron.
Oh, Laura's there.
Oh, Laura.
Well, that will warm things up, won't it? Getting your stress level.
Laura's doing it. Laura's doing a sticker check, Ron.
She always does.
She's on sticker patrol.
No, I actually asked him what's on the wall behind him, and he thought I was trying to trick him. I actually wanted to know what was on the wall.
So I actually showed you what was on. Got some of my wildlife photography and yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna show you
All right.
some of that. These are some old photos, but I've had them for a while. So, yeah,
Well, I think that thing that your friend's daughter did was neat.
yeah,
That was neat.
that's a deer from California, actually. So, black-tailed. Yeah, there's that. This is my dad's when he retired
They've got one of
from
them.
his job. He was given that as a gift.
Look at the
and-
top of it.
Yeah, we do have exactly
Exactly
that
that clock.
clock down there, but the birds have chewed it.
Yeah.
It was a nice clock when we got it. Does yours still dong? Ron, does your clock still dong?
Ours would do for the birds hadn't broke it.
Yeah, it annoyed the birds, so they had to take the spring out.
So, all righty, guys and gals. Everybody have a
Okay,
good day.
Ron. Take
Catch you later,
care.
Ron.
Have a good one.
See you all.
Don't
Bye.
work too hard. Stay cool. Stay warm.
Only
Stay
3 hours
warm.
Sunday.
Make sure you're bundled up.
Oh, nibbles haven't moved.
There's another one missing.
No, he's in the background. On top.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to deal with a phone call to a company.
Complaining to Amazon again, huh?
No,
No,
Scottish
no.
Power this time. But they said because I told them I was going to turn up at their HQ and deal with it, they threatened to call the police.
Yeah.
I was like, what the police going to do? Give me a lift?
The thing is, I actually laugh because they have got a new address.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. They don't have my address, so
Old landlord someone being shot.
so the police will be going around looking for me. And like, yeah, good luck with that one.
Oh, that money's in.
Already?
Mhm.
Cool.
Riri. Your name's not Riri. Looking good.
Oh dear. Roll on the summer, and then I can start saying roll on the winter.
Roll on the spring.
Spring's coming this weekend.
Anybody new?
Wait till you see the temperatures.
Hey, Paul, I just found a 3D print. It's a
Yeah.
collapsible middle finger.
Oh,
That's
really?
the middle finger goes up and down.
I
That's
think
cool.
is that the one where you press it at the back and it just raises it up?
Yeah, that'd be
It
good.
does. Yeah, it just bends it out.
Yeah, when I
Like I
went to the
said-
site, it said it's no longer available.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shame.
Yeah.
you were
That
trying.
would be
you,
cool.
You were trying to print a collapsible middle.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
cool.
you did,
You press it and it goes up.
Yeah, you got it the wrong way round though.
Oh,
He's swearing at himself.
So it has to go.
it doesn't go down though. Oh,
No, that one
I got a
doesn't.
place, got a
It's
place.
got your
When you-
nose on it there.
That way I got it ready for you, TJ.
Oh,
That's how Joe picks his nose.
He uses it for cleaning his ears out as well.
Yeah.
Pick your teeth with it, sharpen it up.
I was when I was in the chat on Johnny's stream, I said I wanted a either from you or Johnny a 3D drone ornament for my tree this year.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm playing around with Tinkercad. I did this last night with Tinkercad,
Oh, that's cool.
where I just made a little nameplate like for me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find I found a drone, but I can't find a drone ornament. So I might make one.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I get it?
The other
Can I
thing
get
as well, TJ, he speaks to Uncle Bill and Alexis. Alexis, is that her name? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually have them model
I don't think she had any
drone
more left.
things, but no, she'll know where to get them from. Because I reckon there'll only be a couple of quid to buy.
I think you can get them off Amazon actually.
Probably be Amazon.
I want a nameplate too with my name on it.
What you
don't play-
need,
TJ giggles and put a little red nose on it.
yeah, and have that. Don't forget to have the hands clapping.
That's right.
Yeah, the hands.
No, if you get one of them solar panel things, you could clip the hands onto it. So when it shakes, you know, them little plant things. So when it shakes, the hands clap.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm looking for drone. Hey, I found one. I found a drone Christmas ornament. Yeah, I found one. Hold on, show it to
There
you.
you go. Do you live far from Captain Joe?
Far enough.
But you can still hear him giggling.
Mr. Giggles.
Uh, oh yeah, there you go. Hey, Paul, can you blow that up?
Hang on. Spotlight.
Yeah, spotlight. Yeah, there you go. That's cool.
Looks like a keychain.
Yeah, it
It's a
it could-
Christmas ornament, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Laura came when you said that just TJ about blowing that up. Yeah, Laura came in and went poof.
We have the heating on top now.
No,
It actually has legs to it too.
20
Oh,
degrees.
does it?
Bedroom's freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I turn the heating on, it's only going to go off that,
Yeah.
so it won't come
I'll
on
see
anyway.
what this does. It looks like it's two different pieces, so I'll be able to do it in two different colors.
Poor Pip. Laura tried to catch one of the birds and they all flew off, and she got a full face of 7 birds in her.
Really?
All 7 birds went into her face.
Oh,
Oh, and Thingiverse.
Leave the birds alone.
star kisses.
Hey, Laura, leave those birds alone.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Actually, we could use TJ He could do that. Hi, Justin, check your messages.
Yeah. No, it's hey, Justin, check your messages. It has to be like
Yeah.
has to be separated.
We don't need no education. You know what he was singing about, don't you? All them sick old teachers back in our day.
Oh, is that what it was?
Hey, teachers, leave them kids alone. Eat out. Come on, every school.
If you don't eat your meat, you don't have any pudding. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
See, that's one thing America have right. The schools, the kids can wear what they want. Over here, the kids have to wear a school uniform, and you'll always get the one teacher that has the girls sat at the front because there's no white back on the tables and stuff. Yeah, we know what he's looking at. When I were at school, it was Mr. Cutler and Mr. Whiteside.
I can't see the thing that
I know which client I've got now works for 24/7.
What?
So when we
Oh,
watch
it's like a
Yeah.
oh, it's a FPV
I know.
slate. Pretty funny.
Did you see my new shop?
No.
It's in the chat somewhere.
No. DJ's getting a bollocking on the phone.
DJ's pretending he's got a phone call.
Yeah.
He's talking to himself, really.
TJ's pretending?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the gatehouse. Did you admit to flying that drone through here? See if we can get him laughing while he's on the phone.
He's just muted the sound.
I wonder why.
What time is it?
See, he can be sensible. 15:43. Oh God! Hey, there's no American football tonight. Oh wait, that's a point. Who's Detroit playing at the weekend? Is it decided?
They're gonna play Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because the Tampa Bay won yesterday.
Is that a good thing?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. They'll beat Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay sure smoked. Who were they playing?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. He smoked them.
So you got Baltimore Ravens versus Houston Texans. And then all three games are all on Sunday, according to my time.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I
it's
can-
not at a stupid time.
We can actually watch it at a sensible time. It's on at 8 o'clock our time. The Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay.
Yeah, because it starts like at 1 o'clock here.
Is it 1 o'clock?
1 or 2 o'clock. Yep.
Hey.
There it is.
No, if it's 8 o'clock, take 5 hours off that. It's 3 o'clock at our time. Your time.
Okay.
So that,
Is it on the Sunday?
yeah, Sunday. And then straight after that, it's the Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs. Sounds like good plan.
You know what Gitchy will be doing?
Being a nervous wreck.
You'll be watching.
How many games have been called off tonight?
Quite a few.
Well, I'm gonna jump off.
Okay.
We'll go. I'm actually gonna go. I've been up since
Yeah, it's
about
almost
4 this
11
morning, so I'm
o'clock. I guess we've been on long enough.
I'll be
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna go
in
lay down.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna shut her down and go over and join Laura.
Okay,
Okay,
John.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here.
Catch you all later. Take care.
We'll see you later today.
later.
Bye, TJ.
TJ, everybody's going over to Laura's channel.